Since 1936, millions of cars have been kept on the road thanks to the quality of VEGE remanufactured products.
First founded in Spijkenisse near Rotterdam, the VEGE Group has grown into a company with a world-renowned reputation for engineering excellence.
After arrival in the factory, all old exchange parts are sorted by make and model and dismantled in series. They are then checked for wear and damage.
All parts, including engine blocks, are meticulously washed in a series of hot water baths to ensure that all contamination is removed. The remanufacturing process starts with the checking of each part for possible reusability. The engine block undergoes several processes in order to renew it to its original condition, including line honing, cylinder honing, surfacing, and line boring. Throughout the whole process of machining, dimensions are continuously checked. The crankshaft is the pivot of a whole engine. This vital component is ground to the correct undersize and polished to a precise finish. In another department at the factory, cylinder heads are remanufactured. Aluminium cylinder heads are cleaned separately to remove all unwanted deposits. They are then shot blasted with a special medium to return them to their original pristine finish before remanufacture. Cylinder heads too undergo a special pre-treatment. The remanufacturing process starts with careful checking for cracks. Where necessary, they are milled, cleaned, and repaired to new condition. Before welding, cylinder heads are heated to a specific temperature. After treatment, they are carefully cooled to ensure that the material is not stressed. The most complicated part of the engine is the cylinder head, especially in the case of the modern multi-valve types. By using computer-controlled machines, VEGE is able to guarantee consistent high quality. Camshafts are ground in such a way that cam profile matches the OE specifications. Tappets are machined by a system specially developed by VEGE. The surface is ground to a convex shape to minimise wear in operation and then checked. Valve springs are separately checked and the information is filed into the VEGE database. The VEGE cylinder head is carefully assembled completely in one operation in order to minimise the risk of installation failures. After the final checks, the cylinder head is packed securely and added to the computerised stock. It is then available for delivery to any client across Europe. If certain types of cylinder head are not yet in the VEGE program, then new heads can be produced from within the group. When all remanufactured and new components are available, the assembly of the engine can begin. Before the engine leaves the factory, it is given a quality-controlled inspection. VEGE gives a pan-European warranty with no mileage limitations. The engine is installed into a transportation frame, provided with the necessary documentation, and put in stock in the logistics centre. In this centre, thousands of remanufactured engines and cylinder heads are waiting for delivery and installation across the world. As well as engines and cylinder heads, VEGE also remanufactures the pump and injectors in a dedicated dust-free environment. The finished products must meet exacting OE standards throughout the remanufacturing process. VEGE consumes large volumes of the pump and injectors on its engine build production line. Over the years, increasing market demand for these products has meant that VEGE offers them as a separate item. A full warranty is provided by the factory after extensive inspection and testing. finally, units are packaged and sent around the world. The turbo department is one of the company's fastest growing and busiest areas. The ever-increasing popularity of the turbo diesel engine fuels the demand. Like engines and heads, the turbo remanufacturing process starts with the core cleaning and vigorous inspection. Carefully controlled machining brings the casings back to specification before rebuilding. VEGE tests the turbo by spinning it at speeds of up to 160,000 revolutions per minute. State-of-the-art balancing machines work to the finest tolerances in line with the OE manufacturer. VEGE offer the automotive aftermarket two standards, remanufactured and new, both to fit a growing range of car and light commercial applications. The research and development department is extremely important at VEGE. In this department, standards are determined and recorded. New brands and types developed and remanufacturing techniques are continuously monitored. Alongside R&D, effective quality control is of paramount importance. VEGE devotes a whole department to continuous checking of finished goods, new component suppliers, the manufacturing process, and the tolerances of the machines upon which it relies. Nothing is left to chance. In line with our green credentials, VEGE sell on an exchange basis to save on raw energy. The customer's old unit is our raw material for remanufacturing. Protection of the environment is high on the list of priorities for VEGE. It goes without saying that quality is a key word to VEGE. We recently gained the much sought after TS certification, a key quality assurance demanded by the original equipment manufacturers. VEGE offers its finished products all over the world. Our production facility boasts world-leading remanufacturing expertise. There are 7 wholly owned sales offices serving the European automotive aftermarket. In our headquarters in Holland, there is also a specialist department dedicated to export markets serving VEGE associated companies. VEGE boasts trade links all over the world. VEGE, remanufacturing driven by innovation.